welcome to Convict Inc. I'm your host, Robert Rosso. Before I get into this, for people that are new to this channel, I want to go back and let you know a little bit about who I am if you don't. In 1997, I was sentenced to life without parole for nonviolent drug offense. I got out in 2021 on a compassionate release, and then I violated, and I'm currently due for statutory release. That's max release date. Actually, max release date is March the 30th. That's if I screwed up in here, but otherwise it's January 27th, unless a motion that I currently have pending releases me sooner. Anyway, while I was in the federal prison system, I served some time in the Butner Correctional Complex in Butner, North Carolina, and one of the prisons I was at was Butner FCI 1. At the prison during that time, as far as celebrity status, you had Carmine Persico, head of the mob, Colombo mob family, mob boss, whatever. Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard, and of course Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff put me on the map as a writer back then, kind of gave me notoriety, if you will. And I was interviewed quite a bit with different publications about Bernie, one of them being a podcast called Ponzi Supernova with Steve Fishman. During that podcast, I was talking about Bernie and mentioned that Bernie was running a store while incarcerated, specifically that he had cornered the market on hot chocolate and that he was selling them for a couple stamps a piece, and he kind of went had it locked down. Well, that story, the day after, shocked me. It hit the mainstream media, and literally I was sitting down drinking coffee at 6 a.m, and there on Fox News, NPR, ABC News, all of it, they talked about Bernie Madoff running a store in prison. And again, that came from me. I say this because of the story. You guys seen the headline by now. And I want people to understand that I took this one seriously because for credibility issues, and I actually I sourced it 3 times, which is what quote journalists or close quote supposed to do. I do my little ranting and this channel. A lot of opinionated stuff, and I haven't gotten serious a lot, but on this one I am because I know that it has the potential for a bunch of people to talk about it, and it is the truth. And here goes. Rap singer R. Kelly is in the Butner Federal Complex. I know people there. I know people where he's housed currently. I have talked to 2 of them and a different source. When R. Kelly came into the feds, he came in with a check for $10 million. $10 million. Probably at that point he didn't trust anybody, and I'm only assuming when I say he probably told his lawyers to get effed, and he wanted to control his own destiny or financially, whatever you want to say, and he came in with 10 grand. Problem is he owed money not only to the government. I think there was lawsuits pending. I don't know. I can't say who got the money. I can tell you within 48 hours that money was confiscated to zero, to nothing. They took every penny. Fact. That is a fact. And come January or the first part of February next year, I will go into detail about all this. I'm hesitant because of the deals I made here as far as with staff, not talking about certain inmates in here, and talking about the prison, et cetera, which is understandable. They've been great. I've kept my word. This one, it's not talking about somebody in the specific facility, and it's not something that the inmates in here do not know. But Mr. Kelly, who is broke, is currently his hustle in the feds is singing songs over the telephone to guys' girlfriends. Happy birthday. Also selling autographs. That is his hustle. And I know of one case.
This call is from a federal prison.
Saying somebody happy birthday. I wish to God I knew who it was, and I wish that person comes forward and puts comments in the YouTube section. I really do. And so if anybody knows anything about this, I wish they'd reach out and talk about it on my comment section. But in one case, I know that specifically he was paid in lots of soups, and that he didn't just want ramen noodle soups. He wanted cup of noodle soups. Ramens are 60 cents, cup of noodles are 70 cents. But he was picky about the type of soups. But imagine know because I'm not around him if he is embarrassed about it or if it's just it's probably part of the grind, you know? And if I was a celebrity and I like to sing, maybe I'd be doing the same thing. Hell, I mean, I'm doing, you know, YouTube stuff. But that is a fact. It has been sourced. I will name sources when I get out. No problem. I'm doing it for a reason. And I'm going to actually get evidence about certain things regarding a lot of different stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and say this now because there's really not much to say about that at this time. Like I said, I'm kind of restricted from it. But this is what I'm going to say as far as when I get out. You guys, I'm going to, if you don't like me, if you don't want to hear my voice, you better unsubscribe now because I'm going to be doing YouTube during the daytime quite a bit. I have a whole program set out where I'm going to do, for sure, and listen to me because I've said in the past I'm not going to, I will be doing nightly mob, if not morning mob stuff. I will be talking about content creators, and I will be talking about mob people, but I got a whole different take and a whole different spin on what I'm going to do. It's not to start wars. I'm not saying I will be against it. That is not going to be my life. I'm going to do a news of the day or news of the night, nightly roundup show. And I'm going to do, of course, prison stuff, prison news and prison videos. A lot of lives, and I'm going to be doing this daily. I have been in discussions about this. I have had some guidance with it. This just come out of thin air. It's something I've been thinking about. And because of Bernie Madoff back in 2010 and because of a pen pal that I met at the time who was actually taking care of some of my stuff, I was put in contact with people from the media, and specifically in 2020. The person was a producer, and I have since been in contact with her again. Shout out, Brooke. It's been great talking to you again, and I thank you for the guidance that you're giving me, and I look forward to us talking or meeting up when I get out. So I have a direction. I told you guys before I made a contract to myself for when I got out. That is sticking. I said something about getting that I have a job. I do. I have a plan. I have goals that I'm going to meet that are goals for myself, and I don't care what anybody else with it. And I'm going full steam ahead and using the resources that I have, and definitely I can't do it alone without guidance. And I'm appreciative for couple people that are stepping in that are going to help me out. At least give me advice. I'm not saying, we'll see what happens, but I'm really grateful for the encouragement that I've been giving. Also, the History Channel episode that I did a couple of years ago now that I've been talking about periodically. It's about Leavenworth. I just saw on the History Channel. I think it's getting ready to go at the end of, or sometime in July or at the end of this month. Well, this is July. I'm sorry. It's I believe it's called the Prison Chronicles, and I think it's 12 different prisons. I forgot. Listen, I was offered a gig on that. Besides doing Leavenworth, there was a little bit of talk there. And, of course, personal issues, drugs and alcohol got in the way, like everything else, and I didn't follow through. I'm anxious to see what I look like on camera there. So sober, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, R. Kelly singing for Soups. What a fall from grace, huh? Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Thanks for everybody's support. If you like this one, share it with family, friends, and everybody else. And, stick around. I'm going to need you guys when I get out. I'm going to need your support. And thank you for your support. Take care. Bye-bye.